Ever wondered what it would be like to launch your own boat from your own property? No marinas, no hassles, just in the water and go? Well, I'm going to show you how to create your own boat launch system. This launch is completely adjustable and flexible and can work in a wide variety of terrains. Alright, what I have here is this is the water end piece. It's 16 feet long. As you can see at the far end, the cable attaches down here. I bought this last year because the problem was that the water was too low and I need to extend this boat launch. This is why I took it out. So I bought this piece right here. Now, as you can see here, this is where it attaches to the rail system. You can adjust the feet up and down as you please. Now here is the attached version. This is how it attaches. And that's how it looks when it's installed. And you can adjust the legs up and down depending on your terrain. This is the 16-foot extension. Two 8-foot extensions. Here's the boat winch cover. And there is the winch. It is a 1.5 horse. Extremely tough and durable. Never had any problem at all pulling a 3,500 plus pound boat up the launch at probably what was more of an extreme degree than what I should have put it on. They recommended 15 degrees and I'm sure the way I had it set up it was at least 20. Here you have the new stainless steel cable that I'm going to have to add to this boat launch. The old launch was 56 feet long, and with the new 8-foot extension it will be 64 feet. And because of that I had to purchase a new cable. This stainless steel cable is required since it will not snap. It can sit in water and it does not corrode, and it is actually essential. Galvanized just does not work. Maybe for a part of a season, but you risk it snapping on you. So this cable is 135 feet long, I believe. It has to be twice the length of the existing boat launch. The existing boat launch is 64 feet, so that's 128, plus they give you a little extra, so it's likely around 130 feet long. Now here you have the shore end rail system. These 4 bolts is where the winch will attach once reinstalled. And that is the cart that it sits on top. That's where the boat sits before you pull it up. It's called a push-pull system. It wraps around the winch and the winch pulls and pushes at the same time. Excellent system. And here you see where the J-bolts stick out. These are 5 feet deep in the ground, these piles. There's another one here. And the boat launch sits on top of there and is secured by J-bolts and is very, very solid once all the supports are in. There's no fear of anything happening. Okay, well, I'm not doing 64. I'm just going to put it back the way it is. Well, as is the case in many real-world applications, things change. So I was just in the water and I cannot even reach where that rock was. I've changed my mind and I'm not putting in the extension this year. I'm going to stay with the 56-footer. Now, one thing I would suggest is before you get involved with any sort of reinstallation, just go over it quickly with a little WD-40, especially if it's been sitting outside all winter. Things tend to get jammed up. So just give it a little spray. These ones don't look bad, but you can see how heavy duty this cart is. Those are some significant aluminum wheels. So look what happened over the winter. We got some rust action here. There are grease nipples underneath for these wheels. You have to grease it once a season with marine grease. Showing you the bolts that are holding it down onto the concrete piles. Next, what has to go on, I have to put on the winch. It's going to go right here. Well, the first part's in, part of the 56 footer of course, but it's very solid. I got it in there good. It's looking good. As you can see, it's pretty solid. So I think I've got a good base to put the rest of the rails in, which will complete the boat launch and keep it nice and firm. So getting that first piece in is the best way to go, getting it in good and solid. And there is the apparatus that makes it all happen. The big winch, 1.5 horse. So I would consider this to be the difficult portion. The rest of it is just adding rails and making sure that they're level. And by far this is the most important part of your entire launch system right here. You got to get this in solid, you got to get this in straight. You do that and the rest of it goes in lickety split. There's a couple little tricks to adding in the cable afterwards, but I'll show that later too. Here's the cable. This cable is 112 feet long. It attaches to the front. Right there. Comes up, wraps around the wheel on the boat launch 4 to 5 times. And then goes underneath all the way down. Well, obviously it's not installed yet, but to the water end portion of the rail system, and it comes back up and attaches to that part of the cart right there. And that's why it's called a push-pull system, because it pushes and pulls at the same time. You have to have a certain amount of tension. This isn't a loose sort of situation. It has to be tight on both ends.